the technique of piped buttercream flowers in just a few steps and our easy-to-follow methods. The embellishment of beautiful buttercream blossoms, ranunculi, carnations, and mums adorns a simple cake and brings it to life. Prepare and assemble the Genoise cake and Italian meringue buttercream. Add pink, peach, and green color to a small amount of buttercream. Fit a pastry bag with a coupler and pastry tip number 103 and fill it with white buttercream. Place a dollop of buttercream on the flower nail and firmly attach the parchment square. Hold the nail in one hand. Face the pastry tip with the wide side touching the center and pipe a small base for the petals in the center. Lift up the pointy side of the tip about 45 degrees away from the nail. Slightly squeeze the pastry bag while turning the nail counterclockwise until the petal forms. Cut away from the side without dragging the tip towards the center of the base. Repeating the same motion, pipe the second petal at the end of the first petal. These will slightly overlap. Then pipe the third and the fourth petals. Transfer on the paper square to a tray and freeze until firm. Repeat with about 11 more blossoms. Fit a pastry bag with a coupler and pastry tip number 104. Take a small amount of light pink buttercream and smear a thin strip on the side of the bag, aligning with the pointy side of the pastry tip. Then fill the pastry bag 1/3 with white buttercream. Place a dollop of buttercream on the nail and firmly attach the paper square. Pipe a wide dome in the center, about 1 inch wide and 3/4 inches tall. Position the tip with the pointy end towards the center. Pipe a crosshatch pattern from the bottom and across the center of the dome to completely cover the center. Then pipe longer petals covering the side of the dome's center. Each petal has to overlap and be positioned close to each other to replicate a tight flower bud. As it gets wider, hold the pointy side of the tip facing up and extend slightly wider so there are only a few seams. Transfer on the paper square to a tray and freeze until firm. Repeat with about 9 more ranunculus flowers. Fit a pastry bag with a coupler and pastry tip number 104. Take a small amount of light peach buttercream and smear a thin strip on the side of the bag, aligning with the pointy side of the pastry tip. Then fill a bag 1/3 with white buttercream. Place a dollop of buttercream on the nail and firmly attach the parchment square. Pipe a wide dome in the center, about 1 inch wide and 3/4 inches tall. Gently rest the wide side of the tip on the dome with the pointy side facing up. Vertically move in a zigzag motion to form a ruffle from the top towards the base. Continue until the center of the dome is covered. Then pipe horizontal zigzags around the base. This will make the petals look more organic. Transfer it on the paper square to a tray and freeze until firm. Repeat with about 4 more carnation flowers. Fit a pastry bag fitted with a coupler and pastry tip number 59 and fill with white buttercream. Pipe a dollop of buttercream on the nail and firmly attach the paper square. Pipe a dome in the center about 1 inch wide and 3/4 inches tall. Hold the bag with the pointy side of the tip facing away from you. Pipe the petal from the base of the center slightly angled up. Gently release the pressure and cut away. Pipe the next petal right next to it without leaving a gap. Stagger the second row above the first. Then pipe the petals covering the top center and stagger until it is completely filled. Transfer it on the paper square to a tray and freeze until firm. Repeat with about 5 more mums. Fill a pastry bag with white buttercream and trim the tip. Pipe a wide ring of buttercream about 1 inch from the edge of the cake. Beginning with the larger flowers, quickly peel off the paper square and gently attach them to the buttercream ring. For more dimension, we recommend placing each at slightly different angles. Place the smaller flowers in between the larger ones for a fuller arrangement. Fill a paper cone 1/3 with green buttercream. Fill a second paper cone 1/3 with white buttercream. To create flower buds, pipe a cluster of 1/2 inch wide dots with green in the empty spaces between the large flowers. Then pipe a second set of dots with white directly into the center of the green dots. Now pipe a green dot in the center of each blossom. Fill a second paper cone 1/3 with green. Cut the tip of the cone into a wide arrow. With the arrow facing the base of the flowers, move the cone in a slight zigzag motion. Start with more pressure to form the wider end of the leaf and finish with less pressure to make the end of the leaf pointy. Depending on the position of the leaves, you can finish the tip of the leaf facing up or down. Our instructions for piped buttercream flowers can be used to decorate cakes, cupcakes, and pastries for an artistic presentation.